a straw. Excuse me, my water. But yeah, I wasn't being racist against the Hutterites. When it says, "Oh, you're being wicked against Hutterites and all this," like, no, just trying to not even make a point. I'm just trying to say, Hutterites are really thick-headed, I guess you could say, which isn't a bad thing. But by thick-headed, I mean you tell them to say like, "Don't stand here," don't say crowd the aisles too much. They give you the dirtiest look for some unknown reason. It's like,
I'm sure you know how to
really?
most nobility, but the game is nothing like the free marches.
God, shut up, please.
Simple matter of etiquette and protocol. Every word.
I have to burp again. I hate this.
Don't worry.
Jeez.
You must never reveal your cards.
Nah, shit. But yeah, like I saying all that. Hell, I even know like some bosses, like in Saskatchewan. There's some bosses that are really good friends of mine, and I think I talked to him and saying, "What do you think about like this thing about having your colonies locked down to let everyone sort of quarantine themselves for about 2 weeks to a month?" They said, "Oh, that's the most fucking best thing ever we could do. It may hurt us, but it will." It will help us all smarten the fuck up. And that coming from one of the bosses that I know, like him saying, "Yeah, it's going to help us," because some of us we do listen, other of us we're not really listening that good. So my thought is, yeah, if it's coming from a boss who agrees with me what I'm saying about lock them down for 2 weeks to a month, then it should happen. Once it's done, let them go do that. But my example, if someone had a little temperature thing, like saying no, like that, identify the virus, is like okay, and say okay, you have the virus. Okay, you go all the way the fuck over there. You stay there for 2 weeks. Well, if someone come drop food off and water and all the other fun stuff for you for about 2 weeks, once that's done, you can come back. Not saying they're ostracized forever, just saying best thing to do for 2 weeks. Like, oh, you have what else was? Just all fun stuff, but still, never race again. Like, I'm not gonna be all they're. It's my saying they're not like, oh, all Hutterites are fucking cunts. No, they are not. I'm just saying they really don't listen. And the main language, from what I remember, they do speak English, but they also speak German, from what I remember. I could be entirely wrong there, but I know most from what I remember asking him. He said most of us are German. I think some are Scottish, or I think, like I said, I can't really remember. I know that a good amount are German from what I remember, but everything else, it's My hello, but yeah. God. Hi, how's it going?
So full of it. That's not how it went.
Champion of the blessed Andraste herself.
Hello.
Did you see their faces?
Did you see the faces? Do you know the way? But yeah, like I said, like I'm good friends with a whole bunch of Hutterites and all that. Like another thing, like I can make jokes about some Asian people. People are gonna say, no, that's racist. Like I've asked my Asian friends. They, like example, say they play piano for some years, and they're like, yeah, it's true. Like I have a whole bunch of different types of friends, and I ask, like, can I make these types of jokes, or do you have jokes that you're okay with me making? They say, yeah. You like, what was it? Like some jokes about, I said about Asian people. I asked them before I make them because I'm not insensitive, and it's just a laugh because like their parents sort of forced them to do piano. A joke like that. And I said, like, did your parents force you to do piano, like the stereotype had said?
Grand Duke, we are always honored when
And some of his friends like, even though it's a stereotype, it's true that our parents forced us to do that. So I was like, it's not wrong. Like, a lot of the stereotypes are made about some of the people. I asked my friends because I have a whole bunch of like, I have a couple of African American friends. I asked like, are some of these things true, or are these stereotypes true, or are they just being racist? They said, some of them are true, some of them are just racist. I'm not gonna say anyone. That's a couple like Indian, like the ones from India. I asked, are some of these stereotypes true, or are they just stuff people mmade up? Made up just to make fun of you. He was like, nah, about 45% are made up, 55% is real. Like, I asked him, I'm not going to be like, oh, I'm going to make these jokes. Say all this stuff. Hell, I asked some of my, like, friends that are gay. Like, just me being curious, because there's so much stuff people say that's good and bad about them. I just ask, are these things, like, bad things that people are saying about you, are they really stereotypes? Are they really real? Are they really fake? They're like, oh, no, about maybe 10% are real, the rest are fake. It's like, okay, thanks for that. I asked my lesbian friends, same thing, but it's like 5% are real, 95% are fake. It's like, okay, then let's see what else I asked. Like I said, I have Hutterite friends, and I asked them, like, how much is stereotype? How much is just like, we don't fucking like you guys? All that. They said about 20% is real, the rest isn't fake. It just keeps going on and on. Like, I have a whole bunch of different friends, and I ask them all this stuff, and it's like, okay, it's all real, it's all fake, and all that. At least I'm asking, instead of, like, I'm saying, this person is this person is that. After I know, like I said with the Asian friends as running around, do you mind if I say a joke, and you can, if you don't like it, like, it's about you guys. I say that, like, your parents, when you were younger, they said, oh, you had to go do piano. Instead of thinking, man, they're like, they sort of sign like, yeah, it's true, we did. We were sort of good at it, then we sort of got out of it. Like, stuff like that. And they don't mind it because mine aren't, like I said, my jokes aren't racist. But when it's just like, sort of, Jesus Christ, what is it? Observational jokes for some of them, and they're true, but except for some other people, I will not make those jokes. I literally will not, and they're happy about that. I said, I really don't care if you make jokes about me. I have had a lot more worse said about me. Let's see what else is there. What else is there? I'm sweating my fucking balls off because... well, because... I have the fucking heat cranked up, and it's not helping because it's fucking sweat. I'm sweating my nuts off here.
Be ready to act when I give the signal.
But yeah. So there's, like I said, there's a lot of other things, I guess you could say. Never gonna be, like I said, never gonna be racist. I have been around family members who have been racist. Not because they're hateful, they're just, that's how they were raised. Like my Nana, she was raised in the 1920s and so on, when it, back then, when for them it was, I guess, socially acceptable to be racist. And even if you're back in that era where it's socially acceptable to be racist, you know what's wrong, you still can't get out of it because you grew up around that, so it's sort of ingrained into your mind a bit. Like, my Nana, she's racist, but it's not like, oh, a hateful one. It's just how, like I said, how she was raised back in the day when she was little. Because... I just have to think now. Jiminy Jabbus. Really, what was it? Let's see. It was Jesus, Jiminy fucking Jabbus. Gee. Oh, for fuck's sakes. She was raised in the... Okay, that's what it was. Yeah, she was raised in the 20s and, like, 30s and 20s and 30s. Around there. I can't really remember. Like I said, in that time when I said it was sort of more, like, for more socially acceptable for people to say, like, be racist. Like, how can I say this? Like, people would say, like, slur against black people or African American people. Not to be racist, but they would just say that as calling them that. That's like, 'cause back then it was socially acceptable. Nowadays, you can't say any of that. And it's not like, oh, you should. I'm saying you can't, but some of the people who were raised back in the day that are still around, like in the, we'll say, late 20s to late 30s, in around that era, jeez, they're still, say still sweat. They are still saying that because they were taught that it's, even though they're not supposed to, they can't stop it. Yes, well, they don't say it as much, but they still can't sort of stop saying some of it because they were taught by their parents, their family, their whatever back then to say that. And even though they stop, is still there. Them knowing, like, okay, I know it's wrong, but I still say this for years, so why should I stop? Like, it's sort of that mentality. They want to stop, but they can't because it's part of the family sort of stuff. It's a whole fucking convoluted thing. Which is like, I really don't give a fuck. Fuck what the family says and all that, but it's wrong. Yes. But that's another thing. People nowadays, and this is not me saying about the racist stuff. You shouldn't be racist. Plain and simple. Not racist. Even if you was raised in your family to say all that stuff, stop it. Even when people are around, don't fucking say it. Plain and simple, that's what I was saying. Everyone's what I was going to say. Oh, God damn, now I hate when that happens. Now I remember. Jesus Christ, that happens a lot whenever I want to say something and it just like goes out the window. But people nowadays are too fucking sensitive about every little fucking thing. Like example, my time about the Hunter rights again. I say this, I say, you shouldn't say that about them. Just because someone makes one mistake, they should all be punished. Like, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying one thing, and you're taking it way out of proportions. Or as I call the people, fucking Karens. A whole bunch of other stuff. It really is not the best scenario. That's all I'm saying. I'm trying to think what else. Like fuck. Some people grew up on South Park and they're so fucking sensitive. Like, this does not vibe with what I have liked over the years. I gotta cancel it. I want what I want. Like, the Washington Redskins, they changed the name because people were up in arms. Which I'm not gonna comment on that. Then, like in Edmonton, Alberta, there were the Edmonton Eskimos. They had to change the name because, and I quote, this is what they actually said. You know, we just found out we love money. We're going to change to appease everybody. But people from, like, Nunavut and all the Eskimos and stuff up there, they said, we love that because there's a team with, like, that represents us. But the people are like, no, we're doing it for you. They're being racist. Don't listen to what they say. Stuff like that is like, what the fuck? The Gaspar, we heard his name. So much other stupid stuff. What was I gonna say?
I know I'll never be the same. Shook my world so hard. surprised when they shot him